folks, the Let's Play Hardcore Minecraft Take 3. When last we left the Avatar, we have finished exploring this map, and now it is time to head home and think about things that are more village-orientated. We want to get that second villager, and when we do get that second villager, we want to have loads of houses ready for more villagers appearing. So, let's head back and let's build some more buildings. We haven't done much building recently, mainly because we've been doing a lot of exploring. We'll get to the building as soon as we get back to that village with one person that's probably very lonely right now. First need to get over this body of water, and not having to worry about having a horse makes exploring a little bit more hassle-free, though it is a lot slower. The fastest way we're going to get back home is crossing some land, so it's a good thing I brought this bed with me. In general, it's a good idea to bring a bed with you if you intend to do a lot of travelling, unless you're absolutely sure that you can get the travelling done in less than 3 days. You don't want to be attacked by things that are flying around in the air, constantly trying to gnaw health away from you. That is one of the things that is very low on my list of enjoyable things to have happen. There is a cave. We could do some spelunking. We haven't done any spelunking for a long time either, mainly because we haven't needed any resources. We will do eventually. It's one of the inevitabilities of Minecraft. You build things, you need resources, and you find pigs. Greetings, pigs. Don't mind me. I'm just going this way, and by this way, I mean back home. Following the compass is a great way of getting back, and inventory is full, but there is some coal here. And since we have the ability to get a little bit more coal in our inventory, why not stop and grab some? Doesn't hurt, and it gets us a little bit more experience. Speaking of the experience, I'm going to need to have to spend that. I think there's something that I can get on a enchanted book. Don't know if it's anything I specifically wanted, but I will get something anyway. Little bit more of this. I'd really like a fortune enchantment on my pickaxe. That would mean that I would get far more stuff when I do things like mine up coal. Fortune 3 ideally. It's best when you're adding enchantments to things to add completed enchantments wherever possible. So if you were trying to get a sharpness enchantment, you'd ideally want to get a sharpness 5 enchantment on there. And note that my pickaxe was slightly damaged when I started mining that coal, and now it is fully repaired. That is the joy of mending right there, with Unbreaking 3. You tend not to take durability loss, and you tend to repair that durability loss with every bit of experience that you get. It's just such a really good combination. If you get no other enchantments on any of your gear, get that combo. Easier said than done, to be fair, because getting a Unbreaking 3 is relatively straightforward, but getting the mending is the challenge. And here's the other advantage of travelling by foot. You're much less likely to fall victim to long falls or anything that would otherwise be a quite substantial danger when you're on horseback. I also like just taking my time to explore about and go through a large open area. Soak up the scenery. We could do some running, but to be honest, I want to save my food. If we do get another villager, I want to have more food, because food is important for the villagers getting more villagers. If you give them lots of wheat or other food, they will eventually enter into breeding mode, and one of the things you can give them is bread. Okay, there is the ocean. It didn't take us too long to get there, and there's a horse. We'll leave you there, horse. We have our own horse back home. Also, another thing to note, I need to make a small area for the horse so that if it rains, Emeralda 2 is shielded from the rain. A small stable. Alright, it's time to follow the compass back home. And it's not going to take us too long to get there. Unfortunately, there is no way to row super duper fast. To be fair, we're already rowing exceptionally quickly. We make huge gains in time on the sea. Certainly rows a lot faster than I can. there wouldn't have been a bad place to put a home if I'd have spawned there initially. Definitely not on that, though. I'd probably fall off that and die, and that would be a very silly way to end the Avatar's adventures. I mean, falling into the water wouldn't be so bad, it would just be inconvenient. Falling on that bit of land there, that would certainly be a lot more perilous. And watch as I actually spawned right here, and I look at everything and go, better see if I can do something with this, and then look about for the no trees that are around. You know, we haven't had a lot of recently, we haven't had a lot of visits from the trader. Now, the trader would be someone that I would want to see now, because I do have a lot of emeralds. There are lots of things that I could gain from the trader. I'm most interested in gaining some particular saplings, like a jungle sapling. Now, I won't be able to do very much with it. Oh, hello. Don't mind me, I'm just going to go the long way round. The very long way round. You can just keep looking at me, that's fine. As long as you're only looking at me and not trying to zap me with your zappy powers. Good, glad we understand each other. We're not too far away from home. We're not actually too far away from the village either. Now, I could very quickly pop to the village because it's getting quite close to night, and then I could see if we could get a villager. Now, there is the keep. There is home. It's right there. Very visible, and I like that. And the village is over here. I think we're going to make some pretty good time here. I don't think we're going to be lucky enough to get a villager, though. We are going to have to dump a few things off if we're going to be able to make room for the potion and the golden apple. But we have time. We have a little bit of time. And we want to go this way. And very quickly deposit some things. We are home! We'll take the boat with us. You never know, we might want to use that to make sure a zombie villager is safe. That is something somebody told me I could do. You could get a zombie villager into a boat, and then you can cure the villager, and then push the boat to where you want it to be. Not a bad system. Okay, we have a little bit of time before it becomes night. Not much, actually. The sun is very low in the sky. There is a sheep. The sheep is not going to be helpful at all here. What is going to be helpful is this inventory space. We'll put this here, that there, that there, that there, and this here, and that there. Put the boat here, put that there. Hopefully today will be the final day that you are alone. He doesn't have anything to say about that. That's fine. Let's just get ready. We can also put this map away for now. And head up. Okay. I want to put the bed here. There we go. Not a bad place for it. And now we wait for the first monsters to spawn and hope that one of them is a zombie villager. I don't rate my chances. There's a drowned there that is probably going to say hi at some point. Alright, I want a zombie villager roughly over here. That would be the best result. Oh, also, don't have a block to make sure the villager is trapped in the house. Gonna have to remember that for future attempts. And there are going to be a number of them, I wager. Okay, no, okay, we have creepers there. Do we have a zombie anywhere? Okay, we have zombies over there. Looks like 2. We have a skeleton. And a whole lot of nothing. The enchanted stuff really does stand out now. And somebody told me that you can actually get enchanted diamond equipment, or just diamond equipment in general, on enemies, though it is exceptionally rare. Okay, there is a Enderman there, another normal zombie there, a skeleton there. I don't think we're going to be especially lucky today. Nope, looks like luck is not on our side at all. Don't stare at the Enderman. Just a quick final glance about. A bunch of zombies over there. And no, we're not going to get a zombie villager today. So, let's put this back and rest and hope we don't just fall right down the hole as soon as we get up. We didn't. Marvellous. And now, all of these enemies are going to burn. But some of them, like this one here, are going to not burn, and we'll have to see if we can take you out. Alright, shield at the ready. It's the thing we're going to need. And the creepers are far enough away that we don't have to worry about them. Good morning! Unfortunately, I couldn't actually find another zombie villager. I'm sorry. Alright, you're going to go over there. I need your attention. If you'd like to come over here... Oh, careful. Oh, you accidentally hit the villager! That is mean. For that, you are certainly going to die. Right, you're going to come over here. I'm going to be ready for you. This way. Have at thee! You shall pay! And I just got some arrows. Fortunately, one shot there was not enough to take out the villager, and I'm relieved about that, because imagine how disheartening it would have been to have lost the villager after all that effort to gain that villager. Would have been terrible. Okay, let's now think about getting things back home. First things first, we need to put this back and that back, and then we will put this here. We don't need to keep that there. We'll bring that back with us, and these back with us. What don't we need to bring back? We can leave the iron axe for now so that we can return this home. I'll be back, don't worry. We're going to have to make another iron axe because we need a lot of wood. All of the buildings that we're going to be building for the village are going to be made of wood after all. It's just the best material to use. First thing, though, is to dump all of this off, take stock of all that we've got, and see what other magic books we can make. There are a few things I'm looking for. It's good to be back, though. It's really good to be back. Anything to go in here? The answer is no, nothing to go in here, and that is really growing tall. The bamboo really does grow tall. Alright. Magic stuff. This goes in here. That goes in here. This goes in here. We have a Luck of the Sea 3. We have another Luck of the Sea 3. Okay, Luck of the Sea 3 was not something we actually needed. Darn it. It's okay, though. It's still nice to have, purely because we now have even more experience that we can harvest from that once we have made a few magic books. We'll put this here, that there. These can go here. Always good to get a little bit more of that. Always good to get a little bit more of this as well. The maps can go back upstairs. The lapis lazuli will stay here for now because we're going to do some enchanting. Now, what books do we already have? We have a book of knockback, a book of protection, a book of fire protection. That's pretty good. Lure 2. We could put those together and make a Lure 3 fishing rod. Then all we need is a mending fishing rod, and we will have exactly what I want. Keep that in mind. First step, though, gotta see what we can get here. The answer is Bane of Arthropods, Sharpness, and Efficiency. None of them are especially great. What about this? Efficiency 3. Efficiency 3 is something I would more want. So we'll get that. Efficiency is great just for tools so that they work faster and better. Smite, smite, and smite. Get the feeling this wants me to make something with smite. Loyalty, feather falling, smite, no. Bane of Arthropods, smite, protection, no. Protection, Bane of Arthropods, smite, no. Sharpness again. Don't really feel like that. I'm just going to put one here for protection 1. Just to cycle through the things that are available. Let's have a look for something else. Bane of Arthropods, power piercing. Also kind of rubbish. Bane of Arthropods, loyalty piercing. Also kind of rubbish. Not good. Anything good? Sharpness 3. Okay, sharpness 3 we can go with. Let's pick a sharpness 3 book. Brilliant. I want to make one more thing, preferably. What have we got? Efficiency 3. Ooh, that is kind of good. But what else do we have? We have another efficiency 3. A little lower requirement, though. Bane of Arthropods. You know what? We're going to go with the efficiency 3. That's what we're going to go with. So let's get rid of the books that I do not need. Somebody, by the way, corrected me. This doesn't give you any higher amount of repair compared to repairing stuff in your inventory, but it does allow you to strip enchantments. Like so. Luck of a C3. That's going to get me a good level, which is nice. Now through here, and this can go... It's technically a weapon, so it will go there. These will go here. And this can go back there. I'm curious as to how much experience it would cost to combine these together. The answer is 6. Go for it! Now we have a lure 3 fishing rod. So all we need now is a mending fishing rod, and we can combine all of those together, which means we don't need that, and we also don't need that. So we will disenchant these, and get some experience back. There we go, a little bit there, and a little bit there. Brilliant. You never know when we might need fishing rods for other things. Probably not anytime soon, though. Okay, that goes back there. We have some helmets. They will go there. Great loot that we found in general. Could do with a little bit more magic stuff, though, but that's just me being picky. We want this here, 4 sticks, and 6 of these, so that we can make a lot of axes. We're going to need to ask those trees some questions, like, what are they doing here? And why haven't you been cut down yet? Get it? Axe? Never mind. Let's move on. Also, lapis lazuli, you can go there. Alright, we're doing pretty good when it comes to inventory sorting, and it's not going to be too long before it is night again. Okay, treasure maps go here. We have a lot of them. And emeralds go here. We have 58 emeralds. Now that's pretty impressive. And before we decide to head back, we're going to do a bit more resource harvesting. Apparently the game thinks that we have new recipes to unlock here. I don't think that's the case. That's probably because the sugarcane here hasn't been harvested since the new version of the game, and it thinks it's new. It really isn't new. Alright, we'll get a few things here, this and that. They can go there. We can also feed potatoes to the villagers so that they enter into breeding mode. We might do. Okay, you can put those in the box in a moment, Avatar. Going to... Oops. Probably didn't mean to do that. Ah, well. We still have the seeds, though. And there we go. Not too much here, but then again, we haven't been here for very long. We've mostly been darting about doing all kinds of other things. Oops, I accidentally used that to make that grow. That's fine. Let's put these there so that we can make another melon. We can trade that away eventually. And we have 13 wheat, a lot of that. I think we're about ready for going back and getting another villager. Maybe. And so, folks, when we come back, we will try our best to get another zombie villager. And if that doesn't work, we're just going to focus on building more buildings so that we can have a fully fledged village up and running as soon as possible once that second zombie villager comes about. But we are going to need that villager. And we're going to have to be lucky for that to happen. And luck has not been on my side of late when it comes to getting villagers. Maybe that will change, though. Who knows? And so, folks, I'll catch you next time, and I'll see you then. Later. That's right. Quickly go indoors. It's about to get dangerous, and you don't want to be out here when it gets dangerous. Oh no. Definitely wouldn't recommend it. Later.